Our next contender's a German working in Wanaka. Meet Stefan.
What I'm doing today, I'm cooking for the TV the first time. Sort of nervous, but of course I pretend not to be. Show off my best side. I do a salmon terrine as an entree.
Cured salmon, spring onions, tomato squares and salsa verde. It's a recipe he worked on with his best mate.
I think most of the stuff all the chefs are doing is stolen anyway. I mean, that's what chefing is about. You travel, you steal recipes, and pretend it's all yours.
But we won't count that against him. It looks great.
That is absolutely stunning presentation. Very meticulous.
I think chefing is a kind of art. It's like painting, sort of. And just you can't put it on the wall.
Now, you've got like this parsley.
It's around 7 different herbs.
Okay,
I don't tell you all of them.
It really does show the true essence, the flavour, slight river character of the salmon that he's emphasised in the terrine.
And for the first time in our journey, Stefan supplied a palate cleanser.
I put a sorbet in the middle, but just because I love sorbets. What I've done is just you blend those raspberries and the blackberries, which are frozen actually.
You sure?
Just in a RoboCoupe. Add gin, honey, some sugar syrup, and of course secret ingredients.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
To the main, served on a papaya salsa.
In the oven at the moment we got the kumra cake, which goes on top of the salsa. To be honest, I wouldn't be here if my girlfriend wouldn't have made a lot of pressure on me. I mean, you wouldn't be here, I would be here, but you wouldn't be here. And that's black, that's not supposed to be. We call it rustic. On top of that, we get that sesame-flavored bok choy. So I made 2, just in case one is overcooked. I should actually heat it up, but it's just for TV, so I don't have to.
Well, you've established one thing you can cook. I'm getting the flavour of the smoke, but it's slightly confusing with the sesame seed oil. Regardless, it's still a great dish.
So what's cooking for dessert?
Strawberries in. Add some balsamic. So not too thick, otherwise it doesn't come out of the bottle anymore. You see what I mean?
What we've got here is an emulsion of sugar, the balsamic in its true essence, so we don't lose that character, and the semi-sweetness of the strawberries. Combined, I've got to say that this has been the most pleasurable experience on the tour.
I'm getting moist. You keep on eating and I take care about the...
At last, we're starting to find some chefs. Now, we met some people along the way who were real standouts. Not chefs in your normal sense, but people we just had to include. Hugo was put up to this by his son, which is hardly surprising since he helped stalk the stag we're eating tonight.
I took my children out hunting because it's, we do a lot of outdoor stuff and it's just a good skills thing really. It's just nice to go out and select an animal. We got back to the hut that night, we had some back strips, they were still warm. It was just so good, it was fresh game and, it's just the atmosphere which really does it. Righto, we need to do something with that, don't we?
But it's one thing to shoot it, quite another to cook it. And I'm going to give Hugo a hand.
Taste it, see what you think.
So Hugo's homemade gooseberry sauce goes straight on the venison. Hugo was going to microwave the vegetables, but we can do better than that. And his black cherries were for dessert, but thanks, we'll use them now.
That is just special.
And the spuds?
Oh, look at that. Yes. I genuinely believe that what we're going to eat here is some of the best meat that you could ever eat. Ooh, yes.
And I'm with him on that.
You can't go into a supermarket and buy this.
No.
You have to be a hunter. It's a stronger flavour style meat than farm-raised venison. Hugo, it's been a fine pleasure.
Well done, mate.
And our next contenders, another memorable stop in our journey.
Not exactly a chef, but we think she deserves some recognition for feeding 14 people on $150 a week.
Come in.
Thank you.
This is all my tribe here. This lot just eat and eat and eat.
So what's cooking in Karen's kitchen?
And the pork bones boil up. I'm about to put the cabbage and the doughboys in.
I haven't had a boil up since I was a young boy. This is going to be a unique experience for me.
So in go the doughboys.
Bit of cabbage over the top.
And Karen's got her own set of secrets for the vegetables.
Why do you sugar your pumpkin, Karen?
Because it brings out the flavour of the pumpkin.
And there's no extra virgin olive oil in Karen's potatoes.
Is that oil or dripping?
Dripping. Then my homemade veggie barley soup.
Oh, you've got a shank in there as well.
Oh yes, it puts a flavour through it.
Who fights over the shank?
Normally the boys.
What, like a rugby ball?
Yes. It's first in, first served.
Oh, good.
Right, you lot, who wants soup?
Am I ready for this?
Who wants soup?
Yeah, I have soup.
Move it. Park your butts, okay?
Everywhere else I've been, the chefs have sat me down and given me 3 courses to try. Today, I'm sitting down with 15 people and we're doing 5 courses, starting with the soup.
This is real comfort food.
And now for the main event.
Cabbage, potatoes and doughboy.
So, no, you just want me to season this with a little bit of salt and pepper?
Just taste it and you just go with your taste buds.
And in a sense, I'm getting 4 courses. And they're all very substantial.
That's pudding to go, so you probably get 5 courses.
You've got to be kidding. That's a
You'll be
mini
right.
degustation. Chef Karen. Chef Karen.
And then the roast.
The fuel they have. The mint sauce sticks on. I'm not going to touch Karen's gravy because it comes out of a packet.
With my own spices in it. So
But
tough.
that's different.
Followed by Karen's take on tiramisu.
Get that Randy Mollers.
You know, I haven't had this style of meal in many, many years. You're doing something right because they keep coming home.
Oh, I'm just pleased that you enjoyed it, because it's just something I do every day.
Karen's cuisine may not suit Ponsonby Road, but for sheer honesty, on $150 a week, we think she's hard to beat. Next up, Fleurus Place at Moreki, and a young chef with risotto problems.
It's a wild mushroom risotto cake with a bit of blue cheese and parmesan cheese in there. The parmesan's to hold it together and the blue cheese to give it flavour.
Visually, it looks slightly Spartan. The beef appears to be perfectly cooked.
Can I ask, when you say Spartan, what you actually mean by that? Do you mean barren?
But looks aside, how does it taste?
It's
Taste
just,
with the risotto. Let's get into that now.
it's got no taste.
It has no taste.
Here, try it. I didn't want to go there, but
All right, he's got it. I can't understand that. I cooked it. I tasted it when I cooked it, and now it has no taste. Yeah.
and it's quite solid too. Look,
God damn, man! Don't whack my risotto cake on TV.
you're lucky I have to eat it.
So Sam gets a 5. Down the road in Dunedin, Jonathan's been cooking for several years, but right now he's doing front of house at a top Dunedin restaurant.
G'day, Jonathan.
He's made a tomato terrine with basil, avocado, herbal oils, and goat's cheese.
They're really nice combinations. In fact, extremely French.
For our main course, Jonathan's put together vegetables with a wasabi hollandaise and stuffed chicken wrapped in prosciutto, char siu sauce, and cherries.
Wow. A little bit of a metallic flavour from the sauce, and that's purely because it was finished in a cast iron pan. Warm potato salad with the asparagus, wasabi mayonnaise. Has like a mustard flavour, slight lime characters coming through, there's slightly citrus. Asparagus works with that nice nuttiness as well. That is amazing.
And dessert is cheesecake.
I love the combination of strawberries and Cointreau. Tossed a little bit of white chocolate into the base instead of using butter, so you avoid that saltiness.
You can always tell if a dessert is good. When I put this in my mouth, if it dissolves quite quickly and it almost forms like a sauce in your mouth when you eat it. Butterscotch, Cointreau, it's worked.
Which earns Jonathan an 8 out of 10 and puts him on our list of contenders. Coming up, a new take on a great Kiwi classic.
No items taste the same.
Ever thought of ice cream for starters?
Cheesy ice cream by itself, I'm not sure if you'd be into it.
And we meet a man who bet us the best of Europe. This is great.